Another day and another update without cosmetic only items. What's up, guys? Kyle Gravy here, and I'm bringing you guys just like a general update of what happened yesterday, March 14th, in the Modern Warfare Remastered update. So there's this brand new event going on. It's called Shamrock and On. It's going till about like the first week of April. So if you guys go over to the depot, now you want to do this right away. See where it says exclusive event supply drop right here. You get a free one every week, so make sure you guys take advantage of that. But what they did was they did a huge overhaul to the depot. We used to only have the Operation Arctic Wolf. Now you can still buy these, and then you get only stuff from this collection. You get like the old weapons, so like the Kamchatka 12 shotgun, the XMLAR assault rifle, and the Magnum, and all that other stuff. But to get the new weapons that dropped, you have to buy the Operation Line Strike. So if I go down here through the armory, we can see the different weapons that they added. So you can get this Thug melee weapon, the Mechanic, the Samurai, the PKM light machine gun. Now, if you guys played Advanced Warfare, this really looks like the Pie Take to me, especially like how the left side of the gun's just hanging off over there on the side. Then the MAC-10, we've had this gun in plenty other Call of Duties. Most notably, we had one that looked pretty much spot on in Black Ops 1, and then we got the D25S sniper rifle. A lot of people says it looks like the MSR from Modern Warfare 3, and I can see where they're coming from, but it is a semi-auto sniper, and it's going to perform a lot like the M21. It has slightly more kick, but it does have a little bit more power, it feels. I've seen a lot more one-shot kills like in the upper chest instead of just the neck up like the M21, so this is a pretty good gun. I don't know if it's as good as the M21 because it has slightly higher recoil, but it's cool that they added something like that in the game. Now, unfortunately, I saved up like 70 or 80 keys yesterday, and on this game, that's not a whole lot. So I wasn't able to get any of these new weapons. So I'm sure you guys can find gameplay of those all over YouTube. I want to talk about a few other things that they did add. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about that happened in this update was what you guys are seeing on screen right now in this gameplay. They added in a 24/7 playlist for a new map called Daybreak. I really shouldn't say it's new because it's pretty much a reimagined version of the map Downpour that we've had since December. What they did was they took out the heavy rainstorm, brought in some sunshine, and they added a bunch of like St. Patty's Day themed items throughout the map. So there's a bunch of like four-leaf clovers and leprechaun like pictures painted on the interiors of the buildings. And there's like some green neon lights like you guys can see in that middle hard point right there. So it does make the map feel a lot better. It's not as visually obstructive with that heavy rainstorm anymore. People are tending to run around more in my experience of playing this for like a day and a half. You guys can see there's actually shotgun users running around. So it's a brand new pace to the map. It does feel a lot better. But unfortunately, it is still the map Downpour, so the layout of the map is still like heavily favored on the side of the map I am. Every time I play this map, if you spawn on this side, you usually have a better advantage over the enemy because you just have better lines of sight. There's a lot more cover, a lot more windows to look through, and people are usually running at you. So that's just my feelings of the map, but it does play, like I will admit, it does play a lot better in this playlist. Now, while I'm still on the subject of the map Daybreak, I do want to tell you guys what you can expect to see in the 24/7 playlist. So there's 4 different game modes: Team Deathmatch, Domination, Kill Confirmed, and what you guys are seeing on screen right now, Hardpoint. And of those 4 game modes, Kill Confirmed has played the best for me so far. Keep in mind, I've only been solo searching. I haven't been going in with parties, so Domination might be more fun for you guys that are playing in parties. But Kill Confirmed just incentivizes people to run around the map and collect the dog tag, so the experience has been a lot more smooth. There's not a lot of weird spawns in Kill Confirmed for me so far. Team Deathmatch and Hardpoint spawns have been a little wonky. You guys can see right here, I'm in the Hardpoint myself, and there's enemy players spawning in that back right corner. And it takes like 15 to 20 seconds into the hill time for a teammate of mine to finally spawn over here. He spawned in that back right corner to help me out a little bit, but the spawns in Hardpoint have been really weird. I don't know if it's Hardpoint, the game mode in general, or if it's just this map. So keep that in mind if you guys are playing Hardpoint, especially solo. The spawns are going to be really weird. And one thing that I've noticed is there's not a whole lot of fights over the Hardpoint hill. I don't know if it's just the spawns making people like super far away from the action that they don't really want to run all the way across the map to challenge the Hardpoint again. So if you guys are trying to rack up some wins, jump in the Hardpoint as soon as you get there, and you're not going to see a whole lot of gunfights over the Hardpoint as well. The team finally got it with like 10 seconds left, so we held it a majority of the time, and then I actually got back in there to break it for a little bit. And there's one more thing that I want to talk about. Actually, check that. I want to talk about 2 things. Now, real quick before I get into the two things, like I was saying before, the hard point spawned with 50 seconds. I sat in there the whole time and didn't see an enemy player, so I cut that out because I don't think you guys want to see me just sitting in a corner soaking up hill time for a minute. I'm trying to shorten this video as much as I can. There's two things I want to talk about. First of it being, there's a brand new character that you guys can get for this Shamrock and All event, and it's the Graves character. Now, if you go to the Mission Depot, Graves is the guy that sells you the actual crates and stuff. And the way to get him is there's all this Shamrock and All like collection stuff, and it only is going to last until the first week of April. What you have to do is collect every single piece of that collection, and then you'll unlock that character. So if you guys are into that kind of thing, make sure you spend your keys for these next couple weeks before the event ends. And the last thing that I want to talk about is something that you guys probably noticed. I'm playing without the DLC weapons, and that's just because I refused to buy COD points, and I didn't have enough keys to get them. But I do want to talk about how these guns have been implemented. Now, I understand that there's two vastly different opinions when it comes to Modern Warfare Remastered DLC weapons, and I'm going to take the stance of the people that did not want to see DLC weapons in the first place. Now, when the game first came out, there wasn't supply drops at all, and then a few weeks into the game, they added the depot system, and there's cosmetic-only supply drops, and Raven said, don't worry guys, it's going to be cosmetic-only, and then a couple months later, they added in ranged weapons like the XMLAR assault rifle, the Kamchatka 12 shotgun, and people were pissed off, and rightfully so, because they were lied to. The consumers were lied to, again, for the second year in a row. Black Ops 3 did the same thing, so a lot of people have already been turned off from this game, and I understand completely. And now I'm going to go to the second point. There are people that play this game and are like, man, this game, there's not a whole lot to do. There's not a lot of customization and stuff like that. So these DLC items, cosmetics, are really cool. Like, these new weapon kits are really solid. All the new camos are really cool. But these DLC weapons are why I want to keep playing the game. There's really no reward for me leveling up and prestiging. I don't see a point of that. But I do want to play with the new DLC weapons. And I totally get that. And one good thing about it is the system, the earn rate for the crypto keys or the depot credits, whatever they call it, the earn rate is pretty bad if you're just trying to get these things. Excuse me, through gameplay itself. Now, if you go out and buy COD points, you're going to get these things really fast, and that's a good thing because in Black Ops 3, you could spend hundreds of dollars just to get one new DLC weapon. Now, if you spend $100, you're guaranteed to get all 6 new DLC weapons that they've added so far because they have the new collection system where you can get them through the parts, which is a lot better than Infinite Warfare's part system. And then you can also get them out of the supply drops, which doesn't happen a whole lot, but the collections is a really good idea, and I'm really glad that they have this in there. So if you guys watch supply drop openings, people usually don't get the weapons out of the crates. What they do is spend a bunch of money and get a bunch of the parts. And what they do with those parts is they go through the 6 collections, and there's like a bunch of items like reticles and calling cards for like 200 parts, and then like there'll be one item, usually like an epic suit or something that costs 2,000 parts. But for a total of, let's just say, 4,000 to 5,000 parts, you can get a new weapon, and that's not hard to come by when you're opening a bunch of supply drops. So it's a much better system than Infinite Warfare has, and it's a much better system than Black Ops 3. Trust me, guys, I wish every single DLC weapon was free. I don't have a bunch of money to spend on COD points, so it's really hard for me to obtain these weapons. I don't know, probably 5 days of gameplay, and I was lucky enough to get the Kamchatka 12 shotgun from the collection system through spending parts. That's pretty much how I think most people end up getting these DLC weapons. I'm not sure the actual drop rate of getting the weapons in the crates themselves, but it's really nice that they have this in there. And guys, that's pretty much all I want to talk about for the rest of the video. I don't want to harp on the DLC weapons too much longer because I know a lot of people beat that subject to death. And I'm going to leave you guys with the rest of the gameplay. It's a really solid gameplay. Hope you guys enjoy. And I'm probably going to cover the new mission team in Infinite Warfare later on today. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like the video if you did enjoy it, and stay tuned for this later update. So until the next video, I'll see ya.
The enemy holds the hard point.